Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek, well, for the rest of this week. Didn't get it out earlier. Haven't been feeling great. I mean, I'm not feeling terrible, but I'm a little bit congested, and it is allergies for me, not a cold, but nonetheless. Here I am to do your sneak peek for the rest of this week. Welcome, welcome. If you have not been to a sneak peek before, if this is your first time clicking here, thank you for doing so. I hope you will stay. We have a beautiful high vibe and tribe here, and I think you'll enjoy them. And for those of you who click here all the time, thank you for being my ride or die. Thank you for clicking here always. I appreciate you. Thank you for the great energy. So I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces. Everything will be marked in the description, pardon me, below, which will translate into the chapters that you can look at. You can just scroll through the chapters. Please, 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 my friends, stop watching tarot for your sun sign. You're not getting all the information. You need at least your moon and your rising. All right, here we go. We're starting off with Aries. This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week, Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter. Aries, for the rest of this week. Aries, what's going on? All right. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Where are you going? Feels like somebody's tired of waiting for something. Tired of waiting. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. So Aries, it looks like you are actually tired of waiting to speak to someone. Waiting to speak to someone to tell them exactly how you feel. The absolute truth with no bullshit in between. Yeah. I always see the Queen as no bullshit. I also hear Charlie say as soon as I see this card off with their heads. So I feel like you have something to say to someone that has been building for a while is what it feels. It feels like you've been either avoiding it or not wanting to do it, or you've been stuck in a spot or something like that. And that's why you haven't done this. We've got card of Cancer here. So, you know, the Chariot in reverse could be a few things. You could have been listening to the universe was saying, it's not time, don't go. Don't do it, stay where you are. Or maybe some of you are suffering possibly vehicle problems. But you know what? That's part of the universe's plan as well. If you're a resourceful one and you just will find your way there anytime, maybe it's you that needed to have the vehicle go down so you couldn't go. It wasn't time. I think you're tired of waiting to speak to someone. And it looks like it's a bit of a intense or contentious kind of energy is what I want to feel. Yeah, is it kind of feels like it's contentious a little bit, like I'm standing on a point. I got some things to say. Aries, I feel like you're kind of, it feels like you want to confront someone is what it feels like. It feels as though you're standing your ground on an idea or a thought pattern or the truth. You're not veering away from the truth, and you don't want to have any emotions in it. I want to take action and I want to talk about it. That's exactly what's here. There's going to be no emotion here. It feels like you're tired of waiting to tell somebody what you think. Or the truth, or you want to speak about the truth. Perhaps you want to speak with the Queen of Swords. Someone who is a divorcee, maybe someone you've divorced, take it as it resonates. But the Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It feels like you are going in to this. It feels like a communication or a conversation with somebody or whatever it is that you can no longer want to wait for. I feel like you have something to say. And it feels like you have something to say and you're going to say it whether that person wants to hear it or not. Interesting. Because you have something that you want to materialize here in the 3D, something that you've been, when I see the page of coins is a messenger about things that are about to materialize in this 3D world, right? Where we are right now. So it feels like whatever you have to say to someone, Aries, is something that is going to change your life. It feels like the things you've been thinking about is what I want to say when I see this. It's like I see two things crashing and making a big puff of smoke. And I feel like it's like whatever's coming from the ethers and whatever's in the 3D are now, it's like spiritual is matching material now. And it is time for you to bring things that you've been thinking about, but you haven't been saying. It's time to materialize those things this week, I think. whatever it is you're standing on as a point or standing your ground, or you feel like it almost feels as though you feel you need to be on guard against this Queen of Swords, that there is, that you have to jump to your own defense because of maybe a line of questioning that you will be getting from another person. You've been thinking about the time that you disconnected from the Queen. And now you're in indecision. You don't know what to do about a reunion. What's this? What is going on here? So since you disconnected, I feel like you've been in hermit mode. And in hermit mode, I feel like you have been thinking about the Queen. And the Queen, whether that's feminine or masculine, I feel like you could be Virgo or dealing with a Virgo or a Cancer. We also have Piscean energy here, but I feel that you've been in hermit mode for a while, Aries, thinking about this thing that you want to materialize here. I feel as though you disconnected from someone or a situation, disconnected emotionally, because you were beating yourself up about indecision, not taking action. Being trapped within yourself or trapped within the mind and not taking action. But beating yourself up about not taking action, it feels. And then we have the Hanged Man, who's the one who's looking over all the details and wondering if I should have gone for that reunion. Yeah. Someone has had probably an epiphany that it's a reunion that they want. And now it's time to go. I think that this week, Aries, is the week that you decide to go. That whoever this is or the situation that you had initially emotionally disconnected from, I do believe that this is the week that you either have this realization or look over the details with the Hanged Man a little more about this reunion. But I feel like if the reunion's not this week, you're thinking about it next week. Check in for your reading for the week ahead with Aries to see. We'll see if that energy comes up again in the reading. All right, let's go to Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my bull gang. Taurus, how are you? I hope you're well. Happy midweek to you. This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. All right, Taurus. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, I do still have space available over on Wizio. And the pricing for Black Friday, it will be in effect until the 15th of December. Still have spaces there. All right, and I'm right on track, y'all. Reading in about 10 days. Yep. Here we go, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a sneak peek for the rest of your week here. Taurus, tell us what's coming up for Taurus and the rest of this week. Possibly some healing. Healing in a connection, I believe, that you have to someone else who is also connected to Source. I always see that person holding that, it is a connection to Source, but I always feel like there is someone else on the end of that string somewhere. And I feel like it's hope. I feel like it's healing. That's not a bad way just to start off this reading. No, not at all. It's also Aquarius energy. Taurus, I feel like you have decided you're going to drop some burdens that you've been carrying around for a while. The Ten of Wands is actions that you've taken or people have taken against you. Whatever it is, it's a lot of lessons. It's trial by fire or baptism by fire. You've been through a lot of things, Taurus. And I think that there is something here particularly that's on your mind that you are thinking of relieving yourself of, is what I want to say. The Ten of Wands is putting down the burdens and keeping moving. But what I love about this, and it totally speaks to who you are, Taurus, that person's not just throwing out her wands for firewood. She is fighting. She is lighting each of them, so it might light the way for someone that comes behind her. I say she because it's a feminine that's pictured on the card, but we're reading energies here, not body parts. So yeah, the Ten of Wands, I feel like you are the person who's been through it, which tells me that you're probably a good teacher, because those of us who have had the hardest lives are probably the best teachers. We have a lot of lessons, and I think the lessons that you've learned is that, someone probably came before you and left a light, and so you're leaving the light for your posterity to be able to find their way as well. It's kind of beautiful how what we do now affects in a butterfly effect to the rest of our posterity, whether we're on the earth or not. So I feel like you're healing yourself from all these burdens this week. And I also feel like there's one particular thing that has kept you tied up here, you are keeping yourself in that mental prison. There is one thing that you would like to heal from that you've been obsessively thinking about. You feel like you can't do anything about it, Taurus. You feel like you can't do anything about it. You're waiting for communication from someone that you love. So you are waiting on the communication rather than wanting to give the communication. I think what's happening is that you're very deep in your healing right now. And in the back of your mind, you're wondering where that communication is from the person that you love. Why aren't they calling? What are the burdens that we're dropping here? What are we healing, Taurus? What are we healing? We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so we're healing fear. We're healing our finances. Taurus, I think you're getting to have a better handle on finances. And I mean, anyone can make money, Taurus, but you're the one who wants to be financially stable, in that you'd like to have a little bit of a cushion in the bank. And I feel like you're learning how to make your money work for you, or have a better relationship with money. I feel like this is the thing that you feel like your hands are tied about, that you'll never have financial stability. It's like all the doubts come up in the Eight of Swords when we look over it too closely. I feel like you're living in a bit of scarcity mode, that you think it's going to be taken away from you, or you don't have enough. Or some people, if they've lived in poverty long enough, will feel like they don't have enough, even though they do. That sort of is that Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles to me. That you might be living fine, you might be okay, but you still feel like you don't have enough, or that you're never going to be balanced enough, or healed enough, or brave enough. Yeah, we need to get rid of that word enough, Taurus. There you are. That's right, you are enough. After we talk about what, the things that you feel like you're not enough about, the universe says, well, guess what? You're wrong, because I have the bird's eye view, and this is who I see you as. I see you as the Empress, the person who is balanced, who's got all the lessons of the Queen of Swords, Wands, Cups, and Pentacles, the one who can lead as financially stable. You do have the control over that, but you have to believe that you are who you are. You have to have your self-worth and know your self-worth. And once you do, the rest will follow, I believe. Free your mind and the rest will follow, right? That's a song. Free your mind. Don't be so shallow. So I think you need to think deeper. You need to think deeper than the surface, because that's what I think the Eight of Swords is. It's like everything you see on the surface is boggling the mind. So I think that you need to see deeper than the Queen of Pentacles. You need to see the self. And the self, according to the universe, is the Empress. That's who you are. Full of love and thought, always trying to heal the self, inner thought, trying to rise above it all, trying to make sure that you're always on track. This is the only way that you can make decisions, especially when you're feeling in lack, when you're feeling like you have some sort of regrets about something. It looks like you want to communicate with someone, or you're expecting the communication like we saw on the bottom of the deck, but nobody's taking action here. Yeah. Nobody's taking action here, and you're still waiting. I feel like if this person does come forward, that they are going to be a little bit straightforward or harsh with their words. I also feel like this person might be coming in for the purpose of passion. It may start out as a physical connection. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity in something someone has to say about how they feel about you. The Ten of Cups, the Devil, they had an attachment here, and that was the reason why they couldn't speak with you, or didn't speak with you, or were disconnected from you. They were in a long-term relationship, I believe, but I think that somebody is coming forward to tell you something about that. That was the Ace of Swords. I think that's what you're going to find out this week, Taurus. All right, Gemini. Happy day, Gemini. Hope you are well this middle of the week. Here to do your sneak peek for the rest of this week, Gemini. If you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. I still have my Black Friday sales on until December the 15th. All right, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Gemini for the rest of this week, please. Sneak peek for the rest of this week for Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, we've got some individual energy. You are breaking away from, it feels like you are breaking your finances away from some sort of a union or stable relationship. I mean, it feels like you're moving your finances away from this, from the Four of Wands. You're pulling some of your finances away from this connection and pulling it into a separate area or an individual pot. You may be saving for something. You could be putting a big down payment on something. I feel like you are, it feels like you're doing it for you and someone else, whether those are colleagues, or it feels like you're doing it on behalf of someone. Like you will benefit from this money that's being pulled maybe out of your household. Maybe you're using equity from your house to get stability financially somewhere else, start a business, fund an opportunity, something like that. For some of you, you could be becoming single. That could be why you're pulling your finances away from the Four of Wands. An individual energy. It feels like you're the only one making decisions about this financial stuff. I want to say now, you're the only one now making the decisions about the financial stuff. I want to say now because I feel like this is in the past. I feel like the Four of Wands, the relationship or the partnership is in the past. You're still thinking about it though. You're trying to make a decision about where you're going to go or put this money, or how you're going to become financially stable, or maybe how you're going to support yourself, because, you know, the King of Pentacles is the one who's really good with money and highly intelligent when it comes to, you know, finances, for sure. That's the money guy, but also the person who's grown, right? The person who's making responsible choices. And this person is a father, a husband usually. It feels like somebody might be either separating or leaving a situation, a partnership that they're no longer interested in, or they're leaving and they're taking their money with them, or whatever equity was in the home or something like that. We have the partnership that was in the Four of Wands. I think somebody is now thinking about, looking it over, wondering, am I in the right spot? Did I do the right thing? Should I have pulled away? Somebody's rethinking their choices. Somebody pulled away and detached emotionally. And now it feels like somebody's carrying on into the future, carrying on into their life. But it feels like you've left a partnership in the dust here. And it doesn't feel like it was a very long one, is what I want to say. It feels like it was quite short. Maybe 3 months. Yeah, 3 or 4 months maybe. It doesn't seem like it's very long. It's like you get into it with somebody and you realize that person is not your person, and then you decide to have the hard conversation about it. You need the clarity. You need to know if this is a contract, or are we really done? Is it the beginning, or is it the end? When will I see you again? So it feels like you, the name of the song is When Will I See You Again? And it feels like that's the conversation that's had. It's like, I need to go. We need to take a break from each other. But if I'm meant to see you again, I will see you again. But I'm not going to decide that right now. I feel like you don't have to make any decisions you don't want to make. I feel like that you disconnect from a partnership here that had the ability to maybe be something kind of stable. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel emotionally complete, is what I want to say, because the 8 of Cups is 2 away from the 10. It's like you went looking for something else, or you go looking for something else. It's something or someone that you have unfinished business with. You didn't complete a karmic cycle. Something feels open or undone, or something that you haven't quite closed out yet. And so that's why you're having That's why you're leaving this here. I feel like there's something else that's bugging you or on your mind or wants you to make a decision. It's disappointing that it's not closed out yet. And I feel like that you want to close it out. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You're not taking any action though. I feel like you're waiting for divine timing, and that's fair enough, right? When you feel like it's time to go, Gemini, you will go. I feel like you're trying to gather the courage to invest in someone who might be Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer, or someone, maybe if they're not those signs, it's just someone that you see as a really great depth of love, or that you have a depth of love for, or someone that you feel psychically connected to. The Queen of Cups is also highly intuitive. I feel like it's like you want to invest in healing. You want to invest in healing this connection. The Queen of Cups is also a healer. And yeah, I feel like you're going to offer somebody some love. Yeah. You've been attached to this person or connected to them for a while. You've not been able to stop thinking about them. And I feel like you are going to, this week, speak with that person and figure out what it is that you two are supposed to do with this connection you have. All right, Cancer, this is you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. My Black Friday pricing is carrying on through until the 15th of December if you're interested in that. All right, here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, what's coming up for you this week? This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. Cancer. Cancer. What's going on with Cancer, please? Feels like somebody, I'm seeing Charlie is showing me someone who's trying to start their car and it's not working. It's like things are breaking down or something has broken down. Page of Swords. We've resorted to watching each other. We're not talking right now. It feels like you are watching someone but not talking to them. You have something to say, but you're not willing to say that to their face right now. Or you're trying to avoid the conflict. The swords are down. You're trying to avoid the conflict here. You're kind of conflicted though, but you're trying to avoid any conflict that might arise with possibly another person or the workplace maybe. You're thinking about, you're healing right now, and you're thinking about what you want to say, what the communication is going to be. Do you have questions? Do they have answers? The Hanged Man is Pisces. We're looking at, I'm not really sure why I'm so connected to this person energetically. Pisces has the knowing, and it could be you, Cancer, that has the knowing. You're highly psychic in your own right. And when you're paying attention to your gut, for sure, what I feel is that you are you're trying to look at a situation from all possible corners, right? You're trying to look at it from all possible views to see if it's viable. You're also feeling as though getting any closer than you are to this person, whoever you're watching, to me feels like a sacrifice for you, a sacrifice to either your mental health or your physical health. Maybe you're just healing, and while you're healing, you're thinking about the last conversation that you had with them. 4 and 1 is 5. It could be a very intense conversation that was had. You're thinking about that. Somebody's healing though. I feel like you want to heal, or you either have mental, physical, or spiritual healing that you need to do. And so there's going to be spotty to no communication with somebody. You could be someone who got very ill and is in the hospital. But I feel like for some of you, it's mental health that you're healing, or the way you feel about something, the way you're thinking about something, if it's not mental health. Cancer. Gosh, you're thinking of I feel having a reunion with somebody who is incredibly honest with you. I mean, Cancer, you're honest, but I feel like this person is so honest with you, it almost makes you uncomfortable. It makes you so uncomfortable that it feels like you want to move on. Like it almost feels like this is the first stage, Cancer, of you breaking away from somebody. First you get quiet, right? Then you stop saying too many things. You start watching this person. It looks like you're trying to pull your energy away. But I also think that you're thinking about, but this person makes me makes me emotional. They bring the emotions to the surface, but that also could be part of the reason why it freaks you out so much, right? We've got the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords has her back to the reunion, so I feel like you are pulling away from somebody. That's what it feels like. Two of Swords, you're trying to make a decision. We've got lots of swords here, all of them except 2 cards, right? 8 swords, you can't make a decision. You cannot make a decision because you're in a self-imposed prison. Do you know what I think, Cancer? I think that you really like this person, that you like who they are. They bring you good feelings. I feel like this person is 3 of Cups. This person has not claimed you, but I do feel that if they did, it might be the sacrifice that you're making. I don't necessarily know that you're ready for a relationship. That's what it feels like. You're not ready to really settle down. You're kind of thinking about this person, and the thing is this person is a queen, I believe. They are a queen. They will speak to you without hesitation, and they'll be very clear and honest. And that puts you in a place of 8 of Swords. I know I like to be honest, but this is going to cause me to have feelings for this person, and I'm not sure I want to do that. You're thinking about investing in your future or investing in the things that make you the happiest, wish fulfillment. You're kind of, I feel like you're using the 4 of Swords, and I'm not saying using because I really think you are healing, but I think you're using your time in the 4 of Swords wisely. You're thinking about the Queen. You're thinking about how honest and pure this person is with how they speak with you. You know you can trust this person because they don't lie. The Queen has no interest in lying to you. She wants you to know exactly what she's thinking and feeling. You are wondering whether you should make an investment in the 9 of Cups here in the wish fulfillment. I feel like you need to heal first. And once you heal, then you're going to be able to make better decisions or be able to be in a position to take a leap of faith. Or I feel like it has to do with healing because we now have the Star on top of the 4 of Swords. So it feels like a spiritual healing is taking place. You could be becoming more spiritual in this connection. Could be scaring you though. I feel like you're being really hard on yourself. You're incredibly attracted to this person, but you're wondering if you should just move on. You're wondering if there's a lot of competition for the person that you are attracted to, the one that you, I feel, are seeing every once in a while. You continue to go back and see them over and over again. They keep inviting you back, I think. The 2 of Pentacles makes me feel like you feel you are not enough. Yeah. Or you're juggling a lot of things. You've got a lot of things going on in your life that are overwhelming and confusing, and you can't make decisions on those things either. You could be dealing with a Taurus. That could be your person. You could also be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries or an Aquarius. I feel like you got to use your gut, and that's the truth of it. This week you have to use your gut, whether you're going to take some time to yourself or whether you're going to try and plant some seeds of intention with your person. Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you're feeling about them. Even though you're in healing, that person's going to understand if they really want to heal you. Waiting for love. It's like you want someone to come in and carry you off on the horse, Cancer. Yeah. You can do it yourself, but you don't want to. All right. That's what I feel is going on for you this week, Cancer. Some decisions to be made. All right. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. My Black Friday sales have stretched into the 15th of December, so you got still a week left if you want to get in on some of the sales. Here we go. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for Leo this week, please? For the rest of this week. Sneak peek for the rest of this week, Leo. Leo, tell me what Leo needs to know this week. What's going on with Leo? All right, we ask for Leo, and there it is. 6 of Wands. Yep. Somebody who's doing pretty well. Other people look up to them. People are cheering them on, coming back from the fire. Coming back from the fight, looking for home. This can be a little bit of ego as well. The Six of Wands, because you kind of feel like everybody's watching you or looking up to you or looking at you. I feel like you've become really good at whatever it is that you do. But what I want to say is that it's something that you've just begun to do, Leo. Like, it's not very old. It might be a few months old, 6 months old. It feels like work, but it feels like work because of the Eight of Pentacles. But it really could be anything that you are on top of your game with. It doesn't necessarily have to be the workplace. It could be in your notoriety, or it could be that you're very public, or people watch you and cheer you on. It feels like a group of people cheer you on. It could be at work. It could be what you do for work. Maybe you're a public speaker or you're in the public eye. But I feel like you go quickly from the Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So it feels like you hit the ground running. You come in on something new is what I want to say. Something you materialized this week. You come in on something new. Or you've been there for a short amount of time, and it looks like they look at you as the authority, or look at you like someone who really knows what he's doing, or is very logical, goes over the details, doesn't make hasty decisions. I feel like it feels like you've started a new job or a new relationship, something that's been in the works for a couple months, 6 months or something, and it's working out really well for you. That's what I want to say. It's new and it's working out really well. And you're the one that materialized it and grew it really quickly from the Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So good for you. Whatever you're doing is what you love to do. Or if we're talking about work, or you are deeply in love with someone that you feel you cannot move towards. You feel like it's going to be a lot of hard work to get out of this Eight of Swords here. It feels like you have feelings for someone that could be in the public eye, or maybe it's you. But the Eight of Swords is feeling like your hands are tied, that you can't move. You can't make a decision. You don't know where to go. You're limited on your senses. Yeah, you're overthinking either money or overthinking work, overthinking having victory about work. For those of you who are looking at this as a love connection, though, I feel like if you are, that there is something new that is about to materialize for you. The King of Cups is someone who is looking for love, who is emotionally available and emotionally intelligent. Someone's on top of their game when it comes to maybe listening to their gut or their psychic energy. You have this ability, but you tend to live more in the Eight of Swords, I think. It's like everybody has the faith in you, but you don't have the faith in you. That's what I want to say about the Eight of Swords. Everyone else sees you as a winner, but you see yourself as someone who is slow to make decisions. Maybe you see yourself as someone who makes too many judgments, or maybe you're judging other people when they get stuck, and so you're trying not to let people see you stuck because you judge other people who feel like they're stuck or not moving forward in the workplace. If it is work, whatever you're doing you really love, I feel like it's something that you've done before, maybe not this particular workplace, but it's like another job you've had, and so that's why you were able to come in and hit the ground running. I feel like you thought that your path was going one way, but it's actually going another, and that's another reason why the Judgment card is here, because you thought it was the end of the line. Maybe we'll see what tomorrow will bring at the end of the line. I don't know where I am these days at the end of the line. I'm just listening to lyrics in my head. Traveling Wilburys. End of the line, that's what it's called. Maybe there's a message there for you. But I feel like that it's not the end of the line. Yeah, that the Judgment is here. And so when you thought you were coming to the end of the line on a career or something that you had done for work that you really kind of loved, that you thought it was over, but it's not. It just took you to another level. But you wouldn't have moved there yourself had something not changed your trajectory. I think it was the Eight of Swords that changes the trajectory of what you're doing here. I feel it's because, it's not necessarily a great place to stay, but I feel like you spent a lot of time looking at all the details in their mind's eye, feeling stuck there, yes. But I think that's why the Judgment card is here, because you did feel stuck, and this is what kind of shook you free here. So you're working at a place, or you are in a relationship that's giving you a lot of reciprocity. It is going to build into a long-term career or a long-term relationship for those of you who have revived something that you've been in before. I feel like if you're looking at love, that this is a soulmate connection, or feels like someone that you've known for a very long time. And the Wheel of Fortune this week tells me that, yeah, it is this week where things begin to change for you in a positive way. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is all of the fixed energies, right? We make a decision. We don't go back to the past. We just keep moving forward. We keep our back to whatever's going on here, and we keep marching. And so the Wheel of Fortune is just that. It's the planet of fortunate things, right? When it's in the upright, it is Jupiter. So I feel like there is positive things coming up with you for those of you who are in love. It's a long-term relationship that is going to transpire with a soulmate. You might be talking about that or thinking about that this week. And the Wheel of Fortune is about to pull you forward. Yeah, you're going to close the chapter. You're going to close a chapter with somebody else and become single, and that's going to leave you available. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Some of you are closing a chapter or getting divorced or have decided it's separation. To me, the Nine of Pentacles is separation, not yet divorce, but the World card and the Queen of Swords tells me divorce. So something is moving on forward for you. The universe is saying, look, I understand this didn't work out, but it's time for you to move forward. You can't keep looking at the past. All right, Virgo, let's get some cards for you. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome here, Virgo. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private read, Virgo, please go to Wizio. You'll see all of the information below. All right, we've got cards dropping out here. Somebody is trying to put off closing a cycle, it feels. Four of Pentacles. It feels like somebody's planning something. Virgo, what are you planning? It feels like you're planning to end something. You're not telling anybody because you're tired of juggling. It feels like you're tired of juggling. It feels like money. It feels like money is short. You're tired of being short of money. You're tired of doing all the juggling. It feels like, you know, you're the performance monkey and everyone else has got their backs to you. It feels like you're the one that's juggling it all and everyone else is just kind of sitting around and not doing much of anything. And it feels like, you feel that you get usually left in the hardest times. I'm just looking at the people have their back turned to, you know, they're about ready to get on the boat and there you are juggling. And I feel like that you feel that in the hardest times is when people leave you. I'm sorry if you're feeling that way. The Ten of Swords, it's in the reverse, is telling me that you're not willing to change, that you know that there is a cycle here that needs to be closed. I know that because I see death sneaking up on the Four of Pentacles. It's like you've been keeping it to yourself and keeping it quiet for a while, Virgo, but the truth is that it's got to come out. Death has to come and things have to end if you're ever going to get out of this Four of Pentacles. I feel like you need to stop holding off the inevitable, which is the end of something. Inevitably something is ending, but you're holding off the ending. It is ending, look. You've decided you don't have any more energy to put into it. We've got another four. A Four of Cups this time. It's like this, it's like I'm holding on to either the finances or I'm not sharing or I'm not saying, I know the end is coming, I need to be careful. And then it's not only the finances that are in issue or having trouble. It's also emotional things. I feel like you're not accepting someone's opportunity for love. I think that's what's connected to the Ten of Swords here. You no longer are putting any emotional energy into a connection that used to be viable. It feels like you feel that it's no longer viable. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm in a long-term relationship where there's not a lot of funds, or I'm doing all of the juggling and someone else is not doing much. It feels like, Virgo, that you want to end something with someone, but you haven't said anything about it yet. It feels like you want to end a connection. Ace of Swords, yeah, you got to talk about it. You do have to say something. You have to talk about it. The Ace of Swords is Do we have a contract here or not? We need the absolute truth and clarity. It's time for us to decide whether we're actually staying in this connection or whether we're cutting each other out. The Ace of Swords is the opening of communication, which is great. It's new communication that you've not had before with your person that you're in a long-term relationship with. I feel like this is the ace that is going to decide whether you stay or go, whether you decide to keep the Ten of Swords in the reverse or not. I think that you do not. I feel as though that some major part of your life is coming to an end here, and the World card is that something is coming full circle. The door is ready to close. It's a decision that you did not make lightly, that you've been thinking about for a while, because I feel like with death sneaking up on the Four of Pentacles here, that it's been sort of a I want to say it's a fixed idea, that something that no one is going to change your mind about. You just don't know how you're going to pull it off or figure it out or close the door. There's been a lot of arguments, and I'm feeling, yeah, you have, I feel like you have either been taking a lot of words from the Queen, or maybe you have been acting like the Queen of Swords, someone who just doesn't really care anymore if they hurt somebody's feelings. It feels like the end of a relationship, when all bets are off and you're like, yeah, is that what you're going to say to me? Well, then I'm just going to turn my back on you and emotionally disconnect. I feel like you are thinking about that you're being really hard on yourself when you emotionally disconnect. The thing is that you're confused and you don't know what you want to do at this time. All you know is that right now you want some reciprocity and you're not getting it from the person that you love. And you know you got to heal the connection. You know that you have to take action and heal the connection. But you know what? I feel that this connection is very, very much based in sex and the flesh, and I feel like you two are compatible on a physical level, but it doesn't look like there's any compatibility here with anything else. Yeah, there's the Knight of Wands. We have a lot of passion, and the thing is I don't feel as though we ever really got past the Page of Pentacles stage when it comes to growing a relationship. I think that somebody needs to be brave to close the cycle here, and you don't feel brave enough to do that yet. Yeah, and until then, you'll still keep having the physical connection. But the Page of Pentacles, to me, isn't a good, what do I want to say, diagnosis. You know, the Page of Pentacles is, yeah, I can materialize it here in the 3D, but really, is it going to grow? You keep thinking it's over, and then you keep trying again. You're toggling between the thoughts of, should I be single? Should I stay here? The Judgment card tells me that you think it's over, and then just when you think it's over, it begins to move again. But you're still thinking about how to be single. I don't think you're long for this relationship. I feel like there is love here, but I also feel like there's a lot of fighting and arguing. And if it's not with another person, it's in self. We've got the Five of Wands, and fives are always about arguments, fighting, and lack, right? So I feel like that is how you feel about this relationship right now. The Sun is here and the King of Pentacles. I feel like financially you'll be well off, you'll be fine, but it's time for you to move forward and invest elsewhere. It looks like, yeah, here we go, in the future here. Yeah. So we've got some investments going on that are brand new here. So I feel like you are going to be leaving the relationship that you're in, if I'm being honest. All right. Libra, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, how are you? I hope you are well, my friends. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, there is information in the description that will take you over to Wizio. My Black Friday sales are on. They've been extended to the 15th of December if you're interested. All right, here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a sneak peek for the rest of this week. Libra, what do we got here? Libra. Three of Wands in the reverse. All right. We've got the Six of Wands. Person on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Six of Wands in reverse. We've got the Three of Wands in reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Libra, you're not really having much success these days. You feel as though you're tired of waiting for the success to come to you. It's been like crickets, right? You're waiting for opportunities that are not arriving, or you're hoping for opportunities that are not arriving. You're not having any popularity. So it feels like somebody, I always feel, Libra, you as someone who's creative. So a creative thinker, a creator, someone who's a musician, an artist, a painter, you make jewelry, something that is very artistic. And I feel like business has not been that great. If that's the sense I'm getting here. The Six of Wands in the reverse tells me that no one's watching. No one's watching. So if you're a creator on YouTube, you put up a video, you're not getting very many likes or not very many views. And I feel like you don't really know what the problem is at this point. I feel like you are about to embark on whatever it is to figure out how to fix it. But the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse is the Nine of Wands. And so it tells me that you've decided you're no longer living behind the fear wall. That, yeah, it's taken a lot to get up to here, but you're not going to drop the ball here. You're not going to allow the Five of Pentacles to consume you, is what I'm saying. Is you feel like you're on the outside looking in. I feel like you have the ability to level up as the Empress in the future. I think it's going to take a little bit of work, though, when it comes to your finessing, like the way you speak to people, the communication and how you give it. That might be part of what you need to work on in order to become successful, is working on how you speak or what you say or how you say it. It's really always best to be your honest and true authentic self. You're holding off something that's inevitable, is what I want to say. So it feels like if you've been swimming upstream for a while, or you've been kind of climbing a mountain of something that you've been trying to do over and over and over again, and it's not working, it's for a reason. It feels like you're holding off the inevitable, which is change. You're supposed to change paths, I believe. And I feel like you're being met with the dead end of the Five of Pentacles to try and tell you to turn around and go the other way. Somebody's not listening. So where you are is good, is what I want to say. Like the thing is this is the comfort zone to me. The Sun in the reverse is the comfort zone. It's warm there. It's like laying on the beach, right? It's warm there. The sun is great. You can hear the waves crashing, and it's beautiful there, but you're not learning anything while you're laying there. You're just simply checking out. And although we all need a time when we're going to just check out and relax, I feel like that's where you kind of live. You're avoiding changes. You're avoiding the upheaval by not making any quick moves, by not ending the Nine of Wands, by not ending the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're kind of in a zone where you're comfortable. It feels like a comfort zone, and therefore you're trying to hold off the tower. The universe is coming at you 100. The tower is going to fall. You can't stop it by being in your comfort zone. The universe is about to lift you out of that comfort zone, I feel. It's about to get very uncomfortable. You really got to try and embrace the unknown. Got the Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Part of your comfort zone is I'm healing. I'm still healing. I'm still healing. I'm still healing. And you can heal while you're on 2 feet headed to the next thing that is supposed to come up in your life. It's not necessarily that you don't have to heal. It's just that not all of it has to be done on your back, is what I'm going to say. You don't always have to lay down to heal. You can definitely heal through volunteer work, or you can heal through, music, or art, or whatever it is that you do to help you rest or relax. Tell me about this tower here. What's this tower? The tower is communication that comes from some sort of authority, or someone who, it feels like an authority. Someone who's an authority in whatever it is that you do has a communication for you. What's the communication? The communication is that I have feelings for you, and I've had feelings for you for a long time, but I haven't said anything. And I just want to break down the illusion. It feels like somebody comes towards you and says, I do want a commitment with you. I do see you as the authority in this thing. I either want to learn from you or I want to know more about it. Somebody is really either in love with you or in love with whatever you do, and they want to explore it with you. They want to learn to love it as much as you do, King of Cups. They want to learn to love it as much as you do. They want to learn your craft, I believe. They are at the beginning of their learning, and they haven't had a very easy time learning what it is that they need to learn. They're not having any justice. I feel like this person is attracted to you, or you have attraction for them. We have the Nine of Wands, the Death card, and the King of Swords. Could be someone that you hurt or hurt you. This person is from your past. It's this person that you've had an ending with that you begin to speak with again. But I think that the communication you have with them is very straight and astute, and we're just taking the facts. We're not letting emotions get into it this time. It feels like you're worried about talking with them because there was an ending previously. You want to give them reciprocity, but you're not ready to do it just yet. You're not ready for the reunion. Yeah. So I feel you're going to get some communication, which is going to cause a tower. Something's coming to the surface that you didn't realize or understand. And I think it is that somebody in your line of work, or maybe at your work, has feelings for you, and they didn't tell you until now. All right. Let's take a look here. Scorpio. This is you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome to your sneak peek for the rest of this week. And Scorpio, you can still book a private read with me. I still have my Black Friday deals on going until the 15th of December. Please go to the description. You'll be able to figure out how to book with me on Wizio if you're interested. Up to $10 in savings over there. All right, here we go. Scorpio, this is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about all of it, please. Tell us about all of it. We've got the Devil, feeling like you have an attachment, or feeling as though you can't get away from something. What is that about, Scorpio? So you're attached to whoever is attached to this Ace of Cups, I feel. The Four of Cups is in the reverse. It's like I can no longer sit here in this energy of emotion by myself. I'm lonely. I need attention. I need emotion. There is an attachment between the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You're in regret because you're still attached to someone that you know you're supposed to be giving this cup to, or that you feel like you should. I hope you're not doing it because you should. But it feels almost like you're compelled to, is what I want to say. Yeah, that the Devil is the compelled energy. It's like you don't have a choice. It's almost like you don't have a choice. You're being pushed in that direction. The direction of the Four of Cups in the reverse. You no longer want to be bored in this energy. You no longer want to be lonely. This person is holding that first cup, that Ace of Cups. You need more action in your life, is what I want to say. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse. Disappointment. I feel like being attached to this person was something that you didn't like. It was heartbreaking. It was disappointing. You still can't disconnect yourself from this person. You no longer want to wait anymore on this connection. It feels like somebody doesn't want to be connected to someone that they are connected to, that they can't stop talking about or feeling about or dreaming about or thinking about. that you need to get over the disappointment, over the heartache, and it's time to move forward to the Four of Cups. It's time to take action or have some action emotionally. Stop being so bored. Stop living in that redundant energy. It's not doing you any good. Queen of Swords. It's time to talk. It's time to talk. The Four of Swords, the 3 and the 1 sword that the Queen has. These swords are all of them, yeah, they're all down. So we're not really saying anything that is hurting or biting. It's just a lot of real honesty. And it feels like whoever is holding this cup, whether that's you or your person, is growing impatient with talking to you. It's like, I have to do it now. The 7 of Pentacles is in the reverse. There's no more waiting. I have no more waiting, no more growing. It's time to move to the next level. And I feel like the next level is that you're either going to have a conversation with the Queen of Swords or you are the Queen of Swords. One of the two. So we have, whether you're masculine or feminine, we have the Queen of Swords, who is very capable of speaking up on her behalf, but she is a divorcee, someone who's learned that through having hard times in life. She's now just sort of over the kindness of small talk. We just need to get into it and talk about it now. Why did you break my heart? Yeah, it feels like somebody has queened up. This person who maybe was someone that you knew as a page previously is someone who has grown, and someone who's grown in their words. So if you're going forward to this person, I feel like you need to be aware that the King of Cups in the reverse isn't going to cut it if you're overly emotional and not in control of your emotions. The Queen may be the person who is not in control of their emotions. Absolutely. I feel like it feels like there was there's distance between you, but you have a connection to this person in the Ace of Cups. Just listening. Four of Cups and the 10 of Cups is in the reverse. It feels like somebody here feels like all the emotion has run out. Maybe that's why the King of Cups is in the reverse. Somebody's feeling like this person is the Queen of Swords now. She doesn't have any emotion for me. You might be right. You're going to think about it before you go. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm not single anymore. Not single anymore, or I am putting off my own abundance. Seven of Cups in the reverse, but I'm going to make a decision. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I'm making a decision with my gut. Okay, so Scorpio, I feel like you're going to be making your decision with your gut about someone that you know is probably not going to have a lot of kind words for you. It feels like there's distance between you, and that may be why. It feels like you gave up the 10 of Cups with this person. This person offered you a cup, and although you told them no, thank you, I feel like you are still connected to this person and still thinking about that Ace of Cups. Yep, there's Judgment card here. Judgment tells me you are going to try again. The 5 of Cups in reverse is, I can't feel regret about this anymore. Ace of Wands is, I'm really attracted to this person. I need to move forward. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse is, you know, we have not been giving each other reciprocity, and it's been silent between us. I didn't have any more than I could and couldn't share. The 2 of Wands in the reverse is someone is deciding to make a decision to move forward to the 6 of Wands, move forward, having victory. So I feel like you are this week possibly thinking about that, going forward for a reunion with somebody that you've been thinking about. So this week, I feel like you are thinking about that, or this week is the week for some of you that you will actually make connection with that person and, yeah, communicate with them. All right. Sagittarius, this is for you. This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, I have your energy. It's in my rising. I am your Saggy sister. Here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. Sagittarius. Let's coming up for Sagittarius this week, please? Well, somebody's not going to be single for much longer. The sun is here. Interesting. So somebody's not going to be single for much longer. And I want to say that the reason is because the Six of Coins is in the reverse. There's someone who previously was not giving you reciprocity. This person is Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think this person has been someone you've not been talking to or has not giving you reciprocity. This person is, it's either you that will be ending your singledom or they did. So either somebody that you know now is no longer single, or maybe you are about to be no longer single. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. We have the Sun on the bottom of the deck, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. So something is moving forward in a fortunate way. The Sun is here giving clarity. Something will be moving forward here. Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. It could be dealing with a Taurus. So Sagittarius, I feel like you could be, dealing with a Taurus who is disconnected from you, possibly. I think you want to give reciprocity to this person, but this person, I don't feel, is really into that. They're not into wanting reciprocity with you right now. This person, there is no doubt that they're attracted to you and that you're attracted to them. It feels like you want a commitment, but they don't. That's what it feels like. You want the commitment, but they don't. It feels like you no longer want to be single. Your person's very attracted to you. You want the commitment. But I feel like if you do bring that up to this person about a commitment, I feel like it makes them disconnect from you completely. Once you put the feelings on the table, Sag, once you put your feelings on the table, this person's going to disconnect from you. Tell me why they're going to disconnect. They're going to disconnect because they're dealing with a lot of things right now, and feeling their emotions isn't something that they actually want to do. They're not interested in commitment. They're very attracted to you. This person is trying to be brave. They're trying to end cycles. This person is trying to make a go of it alone. They don't want your input, is what I'm going to say. It may look like somebody is manipulating you or playing games or is not using all their tools, but I feel that that is what you see. I don't necessarily feel that that's what's been going on. I feel like you told this person how you feel about them and that they will take that under advisement, is what I want to say. Under advisement. Why are we saying that? Because this person, whoever they are, is someone who is very grounded or down to earth, or someone who's very swords-like. They could be Virgo. Someone who's very logical, over the details, doesn't get emotional. This person doesn't connect with their emotions very well. They understand that you have feelings for them, but they aren't necessarily going to take action with you because you think that they should. They will only do that if they think they should. And right now, I believe that they're in the Eight of Swords energy. Nobody's doing anything. We're overthinking a lot of things, and that's what is putting your person in a place of, it feels like they're almost frozen. They can't make a decision. They see that you're what you're offering, and it looks like they're playing games to you. But I promise you, I feel, from what I see here, they're not playing games here. I feel like this person, whenever pushed to make a decision about their feelings, that they do kind of freak out and run away, is what I want to say. We have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Justice card. I feel like you can have whatever it is that you want, but I think you really need to stop overthinking this connection. I think you need to put it in the back of your mind for now, and you need to give yourself justice. It's time that you go out and you meet other people. It's time for you to find, to meet with people in a way that you can commiserate on a level that you deserve, because you're highly intelligent and spiritual. And I feel like the Nine of Coins is Virgo, and that person is someone who goes over the details and is very, down to earth and very grounded. It feels like you're supposed to meet somebody else who is in that energy. I feel like you're at the crossroads looking to make a change in your life here, and the sun says it's time to go. So I feel like there is somebody who has pulled away from you because you voiced, how you feel about them, and I'm sorry about that. But it is time for you to have some happiness, but you're going to have to learn to drop your burdens first before you get into the King of Cups energy. Before you find love and before you commit to anyone in a deeper way, you really got to drop these burdens here, because I feel like this person did a number on you. You might have given them everything, passion, the whole 9 yards, and they decided that they're going to pull away. The cycle's not closed. I feel like someone here really needs to heal, but eventually the cycle will close. It's inevitability. Yeah, it's been taking a long time. This person's been kind of dragging you along, I think, Sag. That's what it feels like. They've been dragging you along because they didn't want to say anything that would be misconstrued as having emotions. We have one card here about emotions, and there it is. That's it. They're looking at the opportunity and they're not doing anything with it, because I think that this person would rather be single than be in a relationship with anybody, not just you, anybody. All right, Capricorn, we made it to you. Here we are, Cappies. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. There is information in the description about how you can book me over at Wizio. The Black Friday pricing is still in effect till the 15th of December. All right. Here we go, Capricorn. What's coming up for you in the rest of this week for this sneak peek? Sneak peek for the rest of your week, Capricorn. All right. You've been thinking about someone. You're thinking about someone that you've known for a while, someone who could be a really great friend, someone you grew up with, or someone that you have a connection with from earlier on in this life, even if you've not known them your whole life. It feels like you've watched this person go through changes and growth periods. It feels like you feel you're supposed to communicate with them somehow, but you haven't done that. Somebody here is feeling terrible for not being a better friend. Beating themselves up about not having enough communication or not communicating. I feel like you want to communicate, but you're so busy beating yourself up about what you should say or how you should say it or the topic of conversation. I feel that you're beating yourself up thinking that you can't do it, that you shouldn't be reaching back to the past, to that person. Just listening. I think that you have a lot in common with this person, whether they be a soulmate who's platonic or romantic. You have a lot in common with this person. You both are quite, I want to say, excitable. So maybe you both have some fire in the chart somewhere, because we have Leo and we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, and they're very close to each other, right? One is bleeding into the other. You could be dealing with someone who is a fire sign, prominent fire here, right? We have the 8 of Wands as well, and the 5 of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. So it feels like one of you is very logical and grounded and over the details, always looking at what is coming in the future. This person invites in new opportunities all the time and is always willing to say yes. I feel that you live on the fiery side. This person lives in a very grounded sort of way, and you live in a very sort of fun, You like to be public. You like to be seen. You're the person who likes to bring people together with parties and dinners and that kind of thing. You are the person who brings fun and frolic and happiness to other people's lives. I feel like you want to talk to the King of Pentacles about being so grounded. Like there's a point at which you can just be the Debbie Downer if you're just not willing to have fun at some point in your life, any point. I feel like you two are very different people. You clearly know, you have a knowing that this person is your soulmate. It's a clear knowing. You feel like you've been trying to grow and your person doesn't want you to. The King of Pentacles doesn't want you to grow, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles wants you to have fun doing what you're doing, but doesn't want you to grow enough to be able to, leave or want to leave or move away or get some justice. I feel like the king is, either the king wants to talk about this or you want to talk to the king about this, about what's been going on in your head. I feel like you need some justice with the king and some healing because you feel like the king is lying to you. Someone's lying about the Empress. Do you think someone's cheating on you, Capricorn? Someone's trying to heal from the lies or the deceit that they know about the Empress. Okay. It feels like you, Capricorn, are the one who is going to heal. You are the one who is going to heal and get justice. It's like this great attitude that you have that is going to get you there. The positive attitude you have, no matter what situation you're living in right now, it's your positive attitude that's going to get you there. And the fact that you are the Empress, the one who takes care of everyone and everything. Who's lying about the Empress? What's going on here? Somebody's trying to leave. Capricorn, I'm just going to say I feel like your person, if you're in a relationship right now, your person I feel is entertaining other people outside of you. This person is talking to other people in text. They are lying to you about it. They are feeling like they're going to go. There is a tower that's coming in the distance, and I feel like it could be this person telling you that they're about to leave, that they need some justice and some healing, and they don't feel like there's any way that they can get it while they're around you. Tell me about the tower, please, Capricorn. Feels like your person says, I must have healing. I got to go away for a while. I must have healing. But I feel like this person is actually going to someone else they've been talking to. Tell me about the tower. You're going to find out your person's been communicating with another Queen of Wands. I think that there's two queens here, and I think they're both Queen of Wands. I think they both act very fiery. I feel like your person's been talking to the Queen of Wands and is about to move on with them. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Doesn't want to work on this anymore. I don't want to work on this anymore. Yeah, somebody here is, I feel like your person's been talking to another person and it's only a matter of time before they tell you that they're moving forward with somebody else. I feel like they have been chatting with someone else in the DMs about something. I'm not going to go any further into it than that, but I feel like there is somebody here who has been stepping out maybe emotionally on your connection, and the tower's coming to tell you so. Ugh, I hate giving those messages. Hate it. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you, Aquarius. This is your sneak peek for the rest of this week. I hope you are well, Aquarius. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. I do have my sales on. My Black Friday sales are on until 15th of December. So follow the link in Wizio if you'd like to book for a private read. You can get up to $10 off. All right, so here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. looking into the past, Aquarius, a past relationship or a past friendship. The Six of Cups is here. So it's someone either you grew up with or someone who is kind to you, someone who you have affection for, you might have exchanged gifts with. This is the person that you're watching. You're watching them online, or you're looking into the past and wondering if you should revisit that. I feel like if you've been watching this person, if this is a love interest of yours, I feel like you're not taking action right now, is what I want to say. You're not taking the wheel. You're not taking the helm. Yeah, you're not the person who's going to step up right now. It just feels like you're not supposed to. You are watching them, though. I think you want to have a communication. You want to have a conversation about things that you, questions that you have. You need some knowledge. You have questions. You want answers. But I don't think that you're moving forward on this connection at all. And this connection is from the past. This is someone that you already know. Someone you've known for a very long time, someone that you have affection for, someone you want to have a reunion with. This person could also be someone who put you in a third-party connection. I don't normally see that card as such, but the Queen of Wands is in reverse. We can't ignore it, right? It feels like somebody put you in a third party by acting selfishly or out of ego. Maybe for someone that they felt was very attractive, someone who is kind of like a bad boy attitude or a bad girl attitude, you know, someone who doesn't follow the path, someone who's on their own path. Eight of Swords. You're wondering where they are. You've been overthinking it for a long time and you feel like your hands are tied. There's nothing you can do. You got to wait for them to come to you because you have reached out to them enough. You feel like this person could be your Ten of Cups. You feel very happy when you were with them. When you were with them, you were ultimately happy. Although I feel like it took them a very long time to express their emotions. I feel like when they did express the emotions, you overthought it. You thought that it was 10 of Cups and they were actually 3 of Cups. They were looking for a third or looking for someone to add to your collection, like to add to like maybe a throuple or something like that. They were looking at someone that they could add, or they were just, you know, talking to other people outside of the two of you. It feels like you keep putting off the decision about whether or not to get married or have a happy family or have more children. You keep putting off the decision to talk to somebody about their third-party antics. It's like you're avoidant. Yeah, you're avoiding this communication or this, whatever this was about. This communication, you've been friends with this person a very long time, and then it's like you get over the hump and you get into a relationship, and then all of a sudden this person has someone on the side. So either they want to bring someone into your relationship as 3 people, polyamory, or a throuple, or this person is just not making a decision until the universe tells them to. Somebody here does want to have some sort of stability in a connection. I feel like you feel you're deeply connected to this person. And this person, I don't feel that their feeling is deeply connected to you. No, it almost feels like a transactional relationship. It feels like this person gives you things and you give them things. It's like they bring you presents or material gifts and you give them love, or, you know, it's almost transactional. It's like nobody's really in love here. We do have romantic feelings about each other, but it's all about the money, it seems. It's all about the money. It's like, you buy me things, I give you love. You don't buy me things, then don't come to see me. It's like it's transactional is what I want to say. Needs to be healing for the Empress. An apology. Yeah. It feels like somebody didn't choose you. Somebody cheated on you instead, and you need an apology. How dare you cheat on the Empress? I'm just saying. And because the Empress is everything. And if the person can't love an Empress who is actual functioning Empress in the upright, then really, how are you going to carry on with anything else? I'm just saying. The Empress really just kind of makes the bed for you so you can lay in it. And I think the Empress is looking for an apology. You hurt this person, or sorry, I was going to say Aquarius, I think you're the Empress. Somebody hurt you. Or, I mean, you could flip it either way that you want, but I feel like for whatever reason, this ended up being a relationship that was very transactional, with you bring me things and I give you love. And, you know, things aren't really in a wildly romantic pace. No, it's mostly physical. There's some arguments here as well, and things that somebody's lying to you still. Yeah. There's balance financially here, but in nothing else, I feel. I feel the rest of the time you're very defensive with this person. I feel like you really just need to figure out what's going on here. If this person is with you, against you, are they cheating on you? Like, what's going on, right? I think you're going to do that this week. All right, Pisces. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my two fishes friends. I'm two fishes in my moon sign. Thank you for coming here, for clicking here. Appreciate you. If you're interested in a private read, Pisces, please look below in the description. My Black Friday sales are on until 15th of December. All right. Well, the Queen herself has popped out and let us know that she's a problem. The thing is this is the challenge. I think you're going to be dealing this week with somebody who has a lot of words for you. Somebody who thinks you're just going to sit there and listen. Yep. That is what the Queen thinks. The Queen thinks because she's speaking, you're just going to sit and listen. Maybe you are the Queen of Swords. Either way, I feel like you really need to gain the courage to say something, get some clarity. Because this Queen, she's beautiful to look at. Like, she's gorgeous. Look, you can see her holding the hand of a man, but look, she's got the sword at the ready, right? You're not taking advantage of her. No one's taking advantage of her. She's already been taken advantage of, and she knows how to deal with it, knows how to deal with you. All right. You could be the Queen, or maybe the Queen is the person we're talking about. Take a look. The Queen has been lying about how she feels. I say she because there's a feminine on this card, but understand we're reading energies and not body parts, right? So it could be masculine or feminine energy in the Queen of Swords. It's like the Queen of Swords is beautiful to look at. The Queen of Swords is the ultimate rose. She's beautiful to look at, smells great. You'd really love to have her around. And ultimately, if you touch her in the wrong spot, you're going to bleed. You're going to get cut by a thorn, right? It feels like the Queen of Swords is someone who's been trying to make a decision about whether to take the hand of someone or not. Whether to show her affections, admit her emotions. The Queen is keeping silent, keeping very logical about some feelings that she has, but is not being very truthful either with self or with some other person about how she feels. The Queen has something to say about the Six of Cups, about either a soulmate or a long-term friend. The Queen knows that somebody's been lying to her, is what I want to say. It might be the Queen of Wands, whether masculine or feminine. I feel that the Queen of Swords thinks that the Queen of Wands is the wish fulfillment. This person is the one that the Queen of Swords feels is the soulmate. But I feel the Queen of Wands has been lying to the Queen of Swords about how she feels. Nine of Cups. The wish fulfillment is with this person that you think is the soulmate. But the Queen of Wands, feminine or masculine, has been lying about who the wish fulfillment is or what they want for wish fulfillment. Somebody's gone silent on you. Somebody who's in very defensive energy. So There is an Ace of Cups up here, right? See the Ace of Cups up there? The Ace of Cups is in the reverse here. It feels like somebody feels like they're going to get hurt, so they are defending themselves by not doing anything. Someone's not acting on their emotions. Someone has the cup sitting up on the shelf. They're ignoring it, right? Not even looking at it. Ignoring the cup on the shelf, and that's why I think the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. The thing is, they're lying about how they feel about you. Like, they may not be lying directly to you, but I feel like this person is feeling some way about you and they're not saying so. They're trying to pretend that it isn't a thing, that they are not in love with you. The truth is, the Four of Wands is right there. You have a connection to this person, Six of Cups, Four of Wands, that is a deeper connection than you have to most people. That's why the Queen cannot get you off the mind. Three of Wands, somebody wants to move forward. Strength is in the reverse, but I don't have enough courage to do that. How am I going to do it? Through my ego. I'm going to power myself through the King of Wands. I'm just going to move forward. Yeah. Somebody here, logically, they think it's over. Logically, they think you have no more feelings for them. They're ignoring the cup that's on the shelf. But in their soul, in the Four of Wands and in the Six of Cups, they know that they must come forward. It's time for them to come forward and speak with you. They've been super quiet, but they got to tell you about their feelings. Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. They're going to fight for this love. They're going to come forward and ask you, are you in love with me or are you not? And there's the third Queen. So we're dealing with an Empress, I think, or pre-Empress energy. It feels like if you move forward, or if someone moves forward to you, Pisces, and gives you an apology, that you probably will entertain seeing them again. But if they don't, I think you're just going to call it quits. Look at the Ten of Wands. Yeah, we're putting down the burdens because your gut is telling you to do that. The Queen of Cups, there's the fourth Queen. We now have an Empress in the room. So I feel like you are the one who is leveled up to the High Priestess and the Empress. That someone is coming forward to you because they are in love with you. They haven't told you their feelings. I think eventually they will come forward. We have the Eight of Wands saying that there's going to be communication toward the Queen of Pentacles. So it might be from the King of Pentacles if this person also sees you as the soulmate. This person is coming in to apologize to you and ask if they can take you out. They've been thinking about doing that for a long time. The King of Pentacles, there he is. We talk about him and he arrived, right? He sees you. There's the King of Cups. He sees you as the emotional and temporal match for them. The one that is very grounded and knows things. The one who is high in their intuition. Someone who is the Queen, who is the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, Cups, Pentacles, and Wands. Yeah, they see you as all of it. This person's been in love with you for a while. I feel like you are going to hear from the King of Pentacles, but for some of you, it might not be for a while. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Pisces, for coming here, for watching. I do appreciate you. If you're interested in that private read, please look below in the description. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back with a bunch of readings. I'm a little bit behind, but I'll be back. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.